Yeah, it's Blender with another banger. In this video, we're talking about Scrooly G, the Gary gunslinger, and the time that he got arrested in a massive sting operation called Operation Scarecrow, where he was accused of being part of a complex organization to move and traffic firearms. Scrooly G is notorious for waving around firearms in his music videos, and he's not shy to use them either, where he has an alleged 6 bodies under his belt.
Went up 6, had to turn on my savage and run from the smoke, nigga know I adapted. Knew it was.
We did a documentary diving into the war between the east and the west side of Gary, Indiana. I'll put the link down.
Damn.
This video.
Bro, I think I seen that nigga yesterday. What the fuck? That was the nigga that, bro. Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck no. Bro, I just seen this. Bro, is this nigga, bro, if that nigga not in jail, I think I just seen that nigga yesterday, bro. What the fuck? I'm talking about the Mafia V-Ski. What the fuck? VMF. Oh, bro. Damn, though. Merch, they out here thugging like that. They out there thugging in Gary. I'm fun them.
Link down below. Back to the focus of this video. We're gonna watch a news clip where we can see a younger Scrooly G mentioned as one of the arrested members of this sting operation. And then we're going to dive into some of the details.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on gun crimes today.
See, I can apply Scrooly G. Scrooly G. He ain't no goofy. Okay, so he caught him a gun case. They say Scrooly G caught a gun case, and his case was carrying a handgun without a license. That's the same thing I got locked up for. And when Scrooly G was just recently beefing with them Chicago niggas, they was talking about him and calling him a clown, a goofy, saying he police because I guess his guns are legal now. They say you got them legal ass guns. I mean, I feel like that's smart. Y'all drop in the comments, let me know. Do y'all feel like it's smart to have a legal gun or an illegal gun? Because I went down that road too and had an illegal gun, and I was looking just like his ass. Dumb as hell, boy. And that bitch mad as hell, boy. And I'll never do that shit again. That's why I'm legal as hell now. I don't give a fuck with nobody talking about, bro, y'all be saying that goofy shit. You go get locked up for a legal ass pipe if you want to. Gonna be in that bitch over some dumb shit. Like, come on now, man. Who the fuck just got locked up for that? Q50 just got locked up for the same shit. Dumb shit. Like, you gotta learn from your mistakes. But this ain't Q50 first time. This is probably Scrooly first time getting locked up for this shit. That's probably how he 4th month leads to dozen. Yeah, it's probably his first time getting locked up for that shit. That's probably how I got a pass. But you learn from y'all mistakes. Don't be doing that dumb ass shit. Then don't be trying to look cool doing that dumb ass shit. You better go get your shit legally. Fuck you talking about.
Members of this sting operation, and then we're going to dive into some of the details.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on gun crimes. Today, officials revealed the results of Operation Scarecrow. That's a 4-month undercover investigation into illegal straw purchases of firearms. The investigation led to 56 arrests. The seizure.
My fault, y'all. I'm getting a little tempted because the beat in the background, and I keep rapping.
Dozens of narcotics and weapons, and some of the firearms were purchased at the Lake County Fairgrounds during gun shows.
And that third individual would leave, or we'd actually see them put that firearm into a completely separate vehicle, and then that vehicle would leave the gun show. That's the type of activity that we were keying on during this investigation.
Operation Scarecrow also focused on aggravated carjackings.
Sheriff Martinez from Lake County said that he called the project Operation Scarecrow, which was focused on straw purchases, which is an illegal purchase when somebody who can legally purchase a gun does so in order to transfer that gun to a prohibited individual. The scheme would involve going to gun shows with multiple perpetrators, and then they would text each other using their cell phones, sharing pictures and detailed text messages about the firearms, and then a separate individual would appear and give cash to another person to make the purchase. The police department would use drone camera surveillance in the parking lot, and then they would use helicopters to chase down the suspects and then pull them over. The investigation would begin months before, when 2 felons in possession of multiple guns were pulled over, and then the deeper investigation would begin. LaReal Littleton was sentenced to 6 years after the pursuit that would end up sparking the sting operation. He was being chased by police when he ended up in a head-on crash with another driver. Damn. His car would spin and then end up hitting a tree.
I ain't gonna lie. Indiana y'all do be having hella police chases and police crashes and car crashes and shit. Y'all need to learn how to drive out there. Y'all really need to learn how to drive. I ain't gonna lie. These Indianimals, y'all need to learn how to drive. I don't know who giving y'all driving tests. I don't know where y'all taking them bitches at. And I don't know who passing y'all on these tests. But y'all need to learn how to drive. I feel like Indiana low-key need like 4 driver's tests. They need to do a new test. They need to renew their driver's license with a new driver's test like every 2 years. Because they be scaring me out there.
His passenger during the pursuit was Tierra McDonald, which was his baby mama. She would end up losing her life after the crash when she was taken to a nearby hospital. The investigation would soon begin after many firearms were located inside of his vehicle. And then, months later, a sting operation that would net over 66 firearms and $18,000 in cash, with over 50 suspects apprehended, including Scrooly G. Scrooly G himself would only net a misdemeanor charge of carrying a handgun without a license during this operation. Although Scrooly G is not a convicted felon, you could not have concealed carried a firearm without a permit before the laws changed on July 1st, 2022.
Damn.
He was arrested
No, that's crazy. So if that nigga would have got caught a couple months later, his ass wouldn't have got locked up, which is crazy, bro. Cause the only reason I fuck with Indiana, I fuck with Indiana when it come down to guns, and I know a lot of people that do. Cause you feel me, they got the open carry, permitless carry. This nigga got locked up for not having a permit while having a gun, because they changed the law in 2022 in July. This nigga got caught in June. Like, what the fuck? I would have been mad as hell. As soon as they let you out, they changed the law and say you ain't need it. So, but at least he ain't become a felon because of that though. Oh, bro. So that's good though. But he wasn't gonna be a felon regardless. Like, they ass be trying to sauce that shit up, boy.
5 months before the law would take effect, Scrooly G would end up having the case dismissed when his attorney would file with the state for a motion to dismiss, and it was granted by the judge. After researching court records of Deshaun Bradley, also known as Scrooly G, I can verify that he has a few run-ins with the law, but for minor infractions ranging from driving on a suspended license to possession of
Hell yeah, no, that shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They bogus as hell for that shit though. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that shit. They bogus or what? Bro, what the fuck happened?
That Scrooly G was charged with knowingly or intentionally operating a motor vehicle without ever receiving a license and disregarding a stop sign. This leads me to believe that the court suspended his driving privileges in a prior case, and then he continued to keep driving while he was during that suspended period.
Oh, so he took their ass on
Going back to Operation Scarecrow, we can see that according to studies of firearms recovered by law enforcement in Chicago, 1 of every 5 crime guns were traced to a purchase in Indiana. Chicago is not that far from Gary, Indiana, and we know that the laws in Indiana are much more looser when it comes to firearms. Even though Chicago has very strict gun laws, the action never tends to stop in the Chirac trenches. Although Scrooly G has never been formally charged with any violent crimes, we can see him displaying an arsenal of firearms on his social media accounts and in his music videos. He's also known for being affiliated with many of the Chirac Savages, such as Bloodhound Q50, Trail Vert, and Von Off 1700. Although Scrooly G has never been to prison, he's been booked before, and he has several associates that have spent time in jail. Let's take a listen at what his experience has been in the justice system.
split that nation.
Now, like, speaking on like the gang coach you said out here is like kind of deteriorating and all that. When it comes to like jail and county and all that, how did that go? Because I know in other cities and all that, it's usually ran by gangs, predominantly.
I ain't gonna lie, like, talking about like the county.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really have to go to county. I learned from juvenile gang. That's what I like about me. Like, I ain't have to go to prison and all that. But like, I ain't gonna lie, be like, if there's some ops in the county, like, you know what I'm saying? Cuz done ran into a couple of the ops in the county. Like, a lot of niggas don't, like, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't like Cook County though. Like, have be like bras and like, yeah, that I know of. Like, you that happening there, yeah, on all that Glock Duke. Yeah, I ain't never heard of.
Don't do savage life out here.
Yeah, that's a little too savage for me. Like, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
they ass be OD with that Glock Dookie shit. They ass be getting happy about that shit. And they be throwing farts in that bitch. They ass dirty. That shit be dirty as hell, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfucker, we gonna have to box motherfucker throw a piece of shit at me. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Yeah, like, yeah, we don't do no like that though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna say act like y'all was in the county this time. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never went.
Cause who really finna shit in their hand, ball that shit up and pee inside the, like, what the, bro? That's nasty as hell, bro. I wouldn't even, like, what the fuck, like, you ain't, bro.
Like, I done been booked though, like, you feel me? But I always make fine. We ain't doing no sitting. You feel me?
Although Scrooly G has stayed out of major legal trouble, the police are aware that he's an influential leader in his community, and they even stop by when he's on Instagram Live to give him a visit.
Niggas bogus as hell. They just pulled up on me talking about they just seen me on live for police ass niggas.
Although Scrooly G and many alongside him got arrested during Operation Scarecrow, we know that Scrooly G claims that he now gets his firearms from someone named Steve. Let's take a listen.
We closing this curtain, stand over our op, hit his head when we murk him. Back sipping syrup, mixing red with the purple. Pull up on Steve for them straps like he Urkel. Go body for body, you know we t-shirt him. All of these niggas told guns for fashion. We stay blowing, you know we stay blasting. Ran up a bag and the feeling fantastic. Killed the op in my gun and start laughing. Ran out. Pull up on Steve for them straps like he Urkel. Go body.
We heard Scrooly G say that other people tote guns for fashion, but him and his gang, they stay active, they stay blasting, meaning that he intends to use the firearms that he acquires. Maybe that's why he has a plug named Steve, because he doesn't want the firearms registered in his name or on the background check when he goes to purchase. Scrooly G is the leader of an alliance named STK, who operate under Shoot to Kill, and he says in several songs that they will shoot for him, and he's actively recruiting more members.
Using my feet, jump out the back of the Jeep and we creep. Come through like the fizz and we doing the sweep. Recruit more gunners to spin in the streets. Recruit more gunners to spin in the streets. These niggas that's with me a kill for me. I don't want no peace, want his face on the T.
Hey, folk, if any nigga for the rack will get to it with Scrooly gang, just say that, oh, T-Grade, we pull up, bounce out anywhere. Oh, folks, Eddie block, Eddie set, Eddie, you know what I'm saying? Oh, folks, we drop loads too.
Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about Operation Scarecrow. That shit funny as hell. They ass OD for that name, though. I ain't gonna lie.